The most thrilling finals race in A-League history enters the final straight this weekend. On Friday night, it was the Jets who were the first to take off. And now it's up to Sydney FC and Perth Glory to show their fans that they intend to be playing well into the month of May this year. We're at Allianz Stadium on Gadigal land, and with just 3 matches left before Judgment Day, Sydney FC match wits, determination and desire with the side from the west, Perth Glory. And these two sides on the pitch looking to do their fans the justice that their loyalty and passion deserves as well, and make it into the finals. To do that, 2 changes for Steve Corica. Spaniard fullback Diego Caballo, he misses the call for the first time this season with a hamstring strain, so Joel King comes in at left back, England international. Jack Rodwell makes his 4th straight start in a row. Midfield is unchanged with the director Luke Bratton, the creator Anthony Caceres, and the entertainer Max Burgess. Well, up front, Adam Lafondra returns to the starting 11. He's got 7 goals this season. He joins Joe Lolly and Robbie Mack up front. Together, that trio have 60% of Sydney FC's goals this term, 19 of 32. For Perth Glory, timing is everything. Ruben Zankovic's side could be moving into the top 6 for the first time this season, and right at the business end. To do that, 4 changes from the side that kept just a 3rd clean sheet of the season last time out against Melbourne Victory. Mark Beavers is suspended, Jacob Muir, Trent Oskler and Luke Ivanovic all drop out. Ivanovic right out of the matchday squad. In come Zach Duncan, Anthony Burke-Gilroy, Adam Zimmerino and Adam Taggart into the starting 11 as Zatkovic shuffles his pack to try and get just that 2nd away win of the season. And there's plenty of attacking young talent on both benches. Steve Corica, as a player, he scored the last of his 23 A-League goals against Perth. It was a penalty in a 3-2 win back in 2010. Well, Ruben Zatkovic, he's ex-Sydney FC as well, was actually a grand final winner alongside Steve Corica back in the early days. We're underway at Allianz Stadium, a massive match, as they all are, as we head in this thrilling finale. The final sprint, Andy Harper is on for finals football. The Jets got 3 points on Friday night. Brisbane and Wellington couldn't get a winner earlier today between them. So the winner of this one will take a huge step towards filling that top 6.
Good afternoon, Robbie. The finish line is in sight. It's going to be a thrilling encounter. It's been a fabulous weekend of football. Really exciting, really tense. No small measure of quality. And I expect that trend to continue here. Sydney need to break the shackles of their underwhelming home form. And Perth need to find the $3 note for them, which is an away win. And a win for either really does put them in a very, very promising position for the finals.
Towards Burgess, picked off by Duncan. It was a great ball. Forces Taggart wide in the end, but he keeps it in play. Here's Ryan Williams again. Williams inside. Little 1-2. What's the referee say? No free kick on the edge of the box. Williams clattered into by Bratton and Grant and Rodwell. And again for Burgess, the overlapping run. This is nice from Sydney, looking to hit on the counter. And Adam Lafondra with the simplest of finishes after an absolutely clinical counter-attack. And the home side have drawn first blood. And it's that man Lafondra again.
Well, on the Harvey Norman replay, you can just see how beautifully constructed this was from Sydney. Really fluent attack, perseverance from Ryan Grant, clearly onside, and that dangerous corridor between the central defender retreating Elsey and the goalkeeper coming out. Neither could bridge that gap, and the ball rolls through unchallenged to the awaiting Adam Lafondra to make it 1-0 for Sydney.
Ball in near post. Oh, it was a great glancing header from Ryan Grant. And Jack Rodwell couldn't get a decisive touch at the back post. Perth Glory, nicely done. Manages to get the cross in as well. It's a good finish. Almost from Adam Taggart, who struck it cleanly on the turn. And his Socceroo teammate, Andrew Redmayne, only did just enough to turn it around the post.
Great work from Anthony Perth Gilroy. Anthony Caceres, a lack of intensity. It's an awkward one for Redmayne. Really awkward. Look at how he has to contort his body to get anything, and it was effective in the end.
5 for Williams, who scored that late equaliser against Sydney FC when they met earlier this season in Perth. Here goes Burgess. Oh, the space on the right-hand side for Lolly. Joe Lolly hits it. Low to his right. It's a good stop from Cameron Cook. Zach Duncan. Perth Gilroy again. Looking to get the better of Joel King. He's got front position. What does the referee say? Free kick. And it looks like there's going to be a yellow card for Joel King. Perth last played finals football back in 2018. In it comes. They are good in the air. Sydney not so good in the air. Perth have scored 13 headed goals this season. Keegan Jelicic takes charge. In it comes, good ball in. Redmayne with the punch. Lamini back with Perth Gilroy. Well, no one has given him a passing option there. He's had to go all the way back to Cameron Cook in Sydney, almost managing to turn that into half a chance. Bratton launches it forward and it almost caught out Cam Cook. I wonder if that was heading into the top corner. Mac. Ball in near post. Oh, and a free header for Joe Lolly. So close to his 6th goal of the season.
Major escape this, Perth. Major escape. And how is there one defender that far out from goal on 2 Sydney players?
Five penalty misses for Sydney FC. And when Steve Corica says we should be second, he's probably losing sleep at night as the little ball over the top for Burgess. I think the flag goes up for offside. Not playing as an out-and-out winger like Joe Lolly is on the right-hand side. Here's Burgess. Again looking for a foul on the edge of the box. Referee not reaching for the whistle. Yet really to be stretched at all today. Just that one chance from Taggart on the turn, but it may change now. Taggart looking for space to shoot as well. Didn't seem too interested in the runners around him. And it's out for a goal kick.
Well, very good press organised by Perth.
Burgess against Duncan. Burgess getting down onto the left-hand side, near post Lolly. Goal kick.
Jack Clisby was defending beautifully to get there. Look at the diagonal run from Lolly to get onto the near post. Clisby reacts brilliantly and hits it out for a corner. Referee in a good place again.
Here's Latchman. Good little touch from Taggart for Amini. Here's Zimmerino. Oh, what a way to open your account at Allianz Stadium. Adam Zimmerino with his first A-League goal. A high five from the coach, Ruben Zankovic. The Perth supporters celebrate. And Perth, basically out of nothing, are back on level terms.
That's beautiful interchange. And Mustafa Amini again, it threads a delightful pass on the Harvey Norman replay. And as good as the pass is, it's only half as good as the finish from Zimmerino. Across the body, out of reach of Andrew Redmayne. Super play from the skipper, wonderful from the youngster. And Perth alive. It's a fantastic goal. It really is.
Was trying out the kids at the back end of last season. Latchman was always there. Half-time at Allianz. And after a bright start from Sydney FC and Adam Lefondra's 8th goal of the season and 2nd in a week, it was another Adam that stole some of that thunder. Just a minute before the break, Adam Zimmerino with his first ever A-League goal to draw the two sides level in this must-win clash for both sides. It is evenly poised at the break. In Sydney, it's the Sky Blues 1, Perth Glory 1. Fabulous conditions for football. A very warm autumn day in Sydney. T-shirts de rigueur. A shirt that won't be given away at the end of the match for Adam Zimmerino. One that he will keep for the rest of his life, or give to someone very special. The shirt in which he scored his first ever A-League goal against Sydney FC. Thank you very much. The second 45 minutes in Sydney are underway, with this one very evenly poised at one apiece. Victory essential if either of these two sides want to be playing finals football in 3 weeks' time. Just 2 matches remain after this one. Sydney went ahead early, but Sydney didn't show enough urgency, haven't dominated this game enough, and they allowed Perth back into the contest, Andy Harper. And this one, with 45 minutes gone and 45 minutes left to play, we're no closer to knowing who's going through.
Things just get curiouser and curiouser, Robbie Thompson. The yellow card about to come out for Ryan Grant. He'll be asking the question why. It's Ryan Williams who's down.
As I said at the top of the programme, it's all about the timing. It's been all about the timing today as well. That's a good ball from Amini for Taggart. What a touch to bring that ball down and then almost catch out Andrew Redmayne. Joel King took his time and then cleared, and Bratton's just been clattered into by Ryan Williams.
Well, it's a beautiful ball over the top. The outside, Jack Rodwell. It's a sensational touch from Adam Taggart. And then to control and shoot before Andrew Redmayne in Sydney's goal could get set was clever, really clever. That's why he's a striker of renown, Adam Taggart. He has that in his kit bag.
Jack Rodwell on the ball. Here's Caceres, who's been playing in a more advanced role on the left in recent weeks. As Lolly's touch finds Lefondra, back for Lolly! And 5 minutes into the second half, Sydney FC with another quick-fire exchange in the opposition box have re-established their lead, and it's Joe Lolly back amongst the goals.
Well, a big chance for Adam Taggart and Perth up the other end of the field, but Sydney bring the ball up on the Harvey Norman replay. It's an accidental touch from Joe Lolly, which opens up the field. Zach Duncan can't recover the run, which leaves Joe Lolly free. Lovely cutback from Lefondra. Assured finish from Joe Lolly from next to no range to give Sydney some breathing space.
It's the Englishman's first goal since early February. Here's Sydney FC on the front foot with Lolly down to the byline, cross near post, Lefondra. Elsie doing just enough.
Well, Lefondra's getting into the groove.
Joel King now with Bratton again. A little bit of pressure coming, but it's not Real high intensity at the moment from Perth. The travel is not easy, we know that, as Caceres releases Mac. Burgess arriving on the edge of the area. Mac going it alone. He had options, but he fancied himself. For Perth Glory as well, one of their premiership winning seasons back in the old NSL, and their first ever championship. 2003, as Rodwell's lost out to Williams. Looking for some joy for those supporters. Williams half-heartedly appealing for a handball off Ryan Grant.
Well, first controversy, is this a penalty? You have to say tough, hits the hand, but the hand's tight on the body.
And Caceres, who's playing really as a second six alongside Bratton today. A far deeper role than we've seen him in recent weeks, and that's why perhaps Mac into the area. Mac past Latchman at top corner. And having let Perth Glory off the hook just 2 minutes earlier, Robbie Mac emulates his strike partner Adam Lafondra by getting his 8th of the season.
Harvey Norman replay, Sydney pop-up field. An enormous amount of space. Geez, you could send a fleet of Mack trucks through that. But it's not a Mack truck, it's Robbie Mac. The Slovak international for Sydney FC puts Daryl Lashman on his derriere and the ball into the back of the net. 3-1 for Sydney. It's a composed finish.
Clisby delivers. Redmayne, the Superman impression as he punches clear. Jelicic, Lafondra's header. Amini. What can Perth provide here? They need something special. It's a good ball. Elsie's header is not bad either. And the flag is up for offside on the initial ball, I suspect, towards Jordan Elsey. That's a great ball for Burgess. Lafondra looking for the comeback. Well, they did everything right again, and Perth have to be careful here because they are starting to concede a number of chances.
Just Lafondra with the taste of it. Great reflexes from Cam Cook.
And again, it's taken short, and here's Caceres this time. Caceres driving it across the face of goal, and now they do have number 4. And for the second time this season, Ryan Grant is on the scoreboard against Perth. And what was a mountain to climb? Well, now they need a miracle. The side on the road, Perth Glory, have been ripped asunder again here.
Well, on the Harvey Norman replay, it just shows statuesque defending from Perth Glory. Look at the white monuments. White monuments masquerading as footballers have just watched it go through the centre of their defensive zone, and Ryan Grant pops up to make it 4. So much good work from Perth in recent weeks, undone by some incredibly sloppy defending.
Is belying almost a season that has come before it.
Yeah, and finally some home cheer for their fans who, coming back to this magnificent new stadium, were hoping for far more celebratory tones over the course of the season thus far than they've been able to. But today will give them...
There's Lolly into the area. Lolly with a little bit of space for Robert Mack, who got hold of it but couldn't keep it down. Jacob Dowse. In it comes to a good area. Taggart was leaping. Amini hits it. Slicing it away. Joel King. Wood. Rides the challenge of Elsey. Patrick Wood accelerates, crosses, can't find Burgess. Lolly cuts it back for Paolo Retre, who went looking for the top corner.
Oh, there's opportunity for Sydney at speed to break Perth open. Hardly tearing the walls down Perth to get back in numbers.
Little touch from Burgess was nice. Onto the right foot and patted down and claimed by Cam Cook. It's going to be 90 minutes for Joel King as well today, which he will be very happy about. Segicic with Wood turning away. Wood trying to make space for the shot, deflected. And out for a corner.
Oh, this is very good for Patrick Wood.
Have done something they haven't done before this season, which is score 4 goals in a match. Wood. Clean pair of heels to Bodnar. Wood against Latchman, still going. Wood hits it. Oh, and it's a fine save. It would have been a wonderful solo goal from Pat Wood.
Well, towards the end of the run, it almost looked like Pat Wood couldn't believe he was actually where he was. But he did do tremendously well.
Caceres. Oof, there's a little clip of the heels by Donald.
Another one opened up for Sydney.
It is Lolly. It is up over the wall and still rising.
This 4-1 performance so far won't be sending the nearest rivals into paroxysms.
That's a good ball over the top for Taggart. Control. Couldn't match the one earlier in the half. But Trent Ostler now.
But within the 4 walls of the Sydney dressing room, this is going to be a great tonic.
Amini's ball in. Rodwell with enough on it. As here he comes and claims. The Socceroo keeper. Qualified primary school teacher. And we've seen as his star has risen. All-round good guy who takes it as it comes, is enjoying the life that he's got and is reaping the rewards for a career given to football. And his side have enjoyed their biggest win of the season. So many questions being asked heading into this contest of Steve Corica and his side. Did they have the mettle? We know they had the quality, but did they have the mentality to try and turn around this terrible home form against another one of the outsiders for finals football? And the answer was categoric from the Sky Blues. Their front 3 all finding the back of the net. Lafondra, Lolly and Mack. Ryan Grant adding his name to the score sheet, while Adam Zimmerino briefly at the end of the first half suggested that maybe Perth were going to make a contest of it. Unfortunately for them, their travel sickness got the better of them. And it's a resounding shot in the arm for the Sky Blues. It's finished here at Allianz on a wonderful autumn afternoon. Sydney FC 4, Perth Glory 1.